In the world of sports, few names resonate as profoundly as Michael Jordan, a figure synonymous with excellence, determination, and an insatiable appetite for victory. Even beyond the basketball court, Jordan's influence looms large, captivating fans and fellow athletes alike. It's this enduring legacy that prompts an intriguing proposition from an NFL legend, challenging Jordan to a one-on-one showdown that sparks the imagination of sports enthusiasts around the globe. The challenge emerges. Amidst the quiet retreat from the limelight that Michael Jordan has chosen since his retirement, whispers of his undiminished prowess on the basketball court have stirred the sports community. At 62, Jordan is said to frequent the gym, honing skills that once dominated the NBA. This dedication to fitness and the game has led former teammates to make bold claims about his ability to outplay current stars, even suggesting he could take on members of today's Charlotte Hornets and emerge victorious. This backdrop sets the stage for an NFL legend to step forward with a bold challenge, inviting Jordan to test his mettle in a one-on-one confrontation. The proposition is not just a testament to Jordan's lasting impact on sports, but also highlights the respect and admiration he commands across different disciplines. Jordan's legacy of competitiveness. Michael Jordan's career was marked by an unyielding competitive spirit, a trait that propelled him to 6 NBA championships and numerous personal accolades. Even in his 50s, Jordan confidently stated that he could defeat Charlotte Hornets players in one-on-one games, a claim that underscores his belief in his abilities and his never-fade competitive edge. This spirit, it seems, has not waned with time, as those close to him attest to his continued dominance on the court. A cross-sport showdown. The challenge from an NFL legend to Michael Jordan transcends the boundaries of their respective sports, highlighting the universal respect for competition and excellence. It's a reminder of the camaraderie and mutual admiration that exists among athletes, regardless of their field of play. This proposed showdown is more than just a game. It's a celebration of enduring athleticism and the timeless appeal of sports legends. Reflections on greatness. The prospect of Michael Jordan stepping onto the court to face an NFL legend in a one-on-one battle is a compelling narrative that captures the imagination. It speaks to Jordan's lasting legacy as an athlete who continues to inspire and challenge the norms of what is possible, even years after his retirement. This challenge, whether realized or not, serves as a powerful reminder of the impact that sports icons can have, influencing not just the game they played but the broader world of sports and beyond. In contemplating this unique and thrilling proposition, one cannot help but reflect on the broader implications of such a matchup. It underscores the enduring nature of true sportsmanship and the universal language of competition that connects athletes across different realms. As fans and fellow athletes alike await the outcome of this challenge, the story of Michael Jordan's unparalleled legacy continues to unfold, proving that legends never really retire. They simply find new arenas to conquer. Minneapolis. You could see vestiges of what the Golden State Warriors used to be, what they hoped to be, if everything flowed optimally. Stephen Curry bopping and hopping, paying no mind to the defense of Nickeil Alexander-Walker, hitting a step-back triple. Jimmy Butler catching and shooting decisively, not waiting on the defense to shade his way. But more appropriately, you saw the best of what the Warriors used to be in the Minnesota Timberwolves, devastating three-point shooting, suffocating defense, sharing the ball selflessly. That's the mark the Warriors have left on the league following this glorious run, the one that seemingly came to an end Wednesday night, the Timberwolves advancing in 5 games with a 121-110 victory here at Target Center. The Timberwolves advanced to the conference finals for the 2nd straight year, both berths improbable given the lack of optimism most of the basketball world felt for this franchise. That goodwill was left toward the mainstays, which is why there was so much hope for a Curry return if his injured hamstring had improved in the break between games 5 and 6. Perhaps it was for the best this series didn't extend. Not for lack of drama, because a potential Curry comeback would have been dripping with theater. Him coming out to the Chase Center faithful, the belief that a miracle would have been possible. Certainly the anemic way the Warriors performed on offense Wednesday, shooting under 40% for most of the night, they would have been aided by Curry's offensive wizardry. When you don't have Steph on the floor, the margin for error is so much smaller and everything has to take on more, Butler said. Injuries happen, but it is a lot different with Steph not out there. But Curry's presence wouldn't have helped defend Julius Randle playing the best and most controlled basketball of his career, or Anthony Edwards continuing to grow into his own as a current torchbearer. To a man, the Warriors gave full credit to the Timberwolves, who shot 63% and 42% from three. It's hard not to when a team beats you 4 straight times, Curry being there or not. The Warriors have won 2 playoff series since winning the 2022 title, and each loss signaled something minute. Losing to the Los Angeles Lakers ended an awkward season that began with Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole in training camp, which followed them all year. Losing to the Sacramento Kings in the play-in tournament last year ended the long kiss goodbye to Klay Thompson. This one, it wasn't like the Warriors lost to mirror images of themselves. Nobody would confuse Anthony Edwards or Rudy Gobert as any reasonable facsimile to players of Warriors vintage, but the how seemed telling. Seeing Jaden McDaniels flying around on both ends sure conjured up images of a younger Andre Iguodala as the ultimate glue guy, and the Timberwolves, even through their flaws, took full advantage of a wounded team. They didn't want to take any chances of Curry coming back in a Game 6. The Timberwolves took control of the series in Game 3 when they suffocated the Warriors' offense in the fourth quarter and then followed it up with another professional performance 2 nights later to take the commanding lead. In a way, they were paying the best homage to the Warriors with their approach, the appropriate fear. They're no longer in their dynastic phase, I would say, but the era of Golden State basketball is still rolling on and very, very relevant, Timberwolves coach Chris Finch said. When they've not been at the top in the last number of years, a lot of injury-driven, which has been unfortunate for them. But it's incredible what they've done and what they've built and what they've accomplished, and in doing so, really also many ways changed how the game is played. A lot of discussion will revolve around if Curry was healthy. But when your foundation is around a 37-year-old, injury has to be baked in because that's what happens to a soon-to-be 38-year-old. You just hope it doesn't happen this time of year. I know we had a shot. I know we could have gone the distance, Warriors coach Steve Kerr said. But it doesn't matter. Again, everything in the playoffs is about who stays healthy and who gets hot, you know. Are you playing well at the right time? Do you have multiple guys step up in key games, make shots, and do you have good health? Without the last one, there's no point in asking the first 2 questions, especially if it's Curry's health that's in question. The Timberwolves didn't run out of good players, while it seemed like the Warriors had more than a few who need more playoff seasoning. Some simply looked out of their element, and the roster has to be built to fit around the vets' needs, especially Curry's. This is their lot. Green will be 36 shortly after next year's All-Star break. Butler will turn 36 before training camp begins, and Curry enters true old head territory as he races toward 40. Kerr, Butler, and Green were optimistic about next season's prospects, given how they performed after Butler came aboard. But you wonder if that's enough on its face to believe in. It is tough, but it's tough on both sides, Butler said. If we're healthy, if all this and if all that, it may be different. But we'll take our chances for sure with Steph out there. We'll come back and figure this thing out. The Western Conference is increasingly a younger man's game, and asking these 3 accomplished but body-weary players to ward off that level of competition seems too much to ask without significant personnel changes. When factoring in Butler's extension, the Warriors have a lot of free agents, most notably Jonathan Kuminga, restricted, and managed to get under the punitive second luxury tax apron this season, which gives them some wiggle room this summer, like the non-taxpayer mid-level exception, around $14 million. I'm excited, Kerr said. We've got Jimmy and Dre and Steph all coming back. Our young players performed really well. There's a lot to look forward to. But to keep pace with the top of the West, the Warriors are missing something significant, even beyond the Butler acquisition, which bolstered the back end of their season. I think every team in the NBA feels like they need personnel help that's not in the building, Green said. It has nothing to do with who's young, who's old,